Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today my group will talk about self-esteem. What the meaning of self-esteem and how to improve our self-esteem. In psychology, the term of self-esteem is used to describe a person's overall subjective sense of personal worth or value. In other words, self-esteem may be defined as how much you appreciate and like yourself regardless of the circumstances. People with healthy self-esteem will like themselves and value their achievements. Meanwhile, everyone who lacks confidence, occasionally people with low self-esteem will feel unhappy and unsatisfied with themselves most of the time.
People often misunderstood the concept of self-esteem with self-concept and self-confidence. These two terms are related to self-esteem but somehow are very different. First, self-concept is basically the idea of who you are. It is the way a person evaluates their own psychological characteristics, physical characteristics, qualities, skills, roles, and other things that make them who they are. On the other hand, self-esteem is the level they positively or negatively perceive their self-concept. The level of one's self-esteem is measured on how their self-concept relates to their own measure of success, values, and who they want to be. For example, a person that has a self-concept that they are physically short but they believe that they need to be tall, they may have a low self-esteem. However, if their belief is that they can be short, they are likely to have high self-esteem. Next, self-confidence. Self-confidence is a measure of our belief in our own abilities, whereas self-esteem relates to our sense of self and how we interact with the world. Self-confidence refers to the confidence that we have in specific areas of life and is about trusting yourself and your abilities to achieve goals and succeed at challenges. Self-confidence is often easier to build than self-esteem. Confidence comes from knowledge and practices. Therefore, the more experienced we are, the more confident we become. However, most people often lean on self-confidence for happiness rather than working on self-esteem. And the problem is that the success is often temporary. It only occurs when we excel at new challenges. Thus, happiness based on self-confidence may also be temporary.
More the signs that they have self-esteem are the first, they will fear of failure. This is because they lack confidence in their abilities. People with low self-esteem doubt their abilities to achieve a success. While they might fear failure, they tend to either avoid challenges or give up quickly without really trying something new. After that, they also have a social comparison, which is can sometimes serve a positive function and enhance a person's sense of self. However, comparing yourself to others can also play a role in damaging self-esteem because they feel they are very bad compared to others. Last but not least, they also worry and self-doubt even after making a decision. People who have low self-esteem often worry that they have made the wrong choice. They doubt their own opinions and may often refer to what others thinking instead of sticking to their choice.
There are many factors that can affect self-esteem. In this video, we will only be focusing on these three, which are childhood, family and friends, and also work environment. For the first one, childhood is one of the leading contributing factors to our self-esteem. Self-esteem can start as early as babyhood and it develops slowly over time. During childhood, as our personality and everything else is developing, everyone we encounter has the potential to influence who we become. This includes our self-esteem. As kids grow, self-esteem can grow too. Anytime kids try things, do things, and learn things, it can be a chance for self-esteem to grow. When they are able to do some things all by themselves, they will feel good about themselves and they can use their new skills. Kids' self-esteem grows when parents pay attention, let a child try, give smiles, and show that they are proud of them. When kids have high self-esteem, they feel confident, capable, and accepted for who they are. Next, the people that you spend time around have a considerable influence on your self-esteem. Therefore, self-esteem can also be affected by family and friends. The family's role in shaping self-esteem seems to be fundamental. The family is one of the most important elements that play a role in shaping human character. That is why family can positively or negatively affect your self-esteem. For example, feelings of inadequacy when it comes to providing for your family can contribute to low self-esteem, while working together as a family and building one another up can contribute to a healthy self-esteem. On the other hand, friends can help build your self-confidence, self-image, and self-respect. Unfortunately, there are those in our lives that will purposely try to harm our self-esteem to build themselves up. In this case, the more time you spend with negative and possibly abusive friends, the more likely your sense of self will feel compromised. You feel worse about yourself during and after your interaction, and even a memory of them can bring you down. And last but not least is work environment. Work environment tends to influence every aspect of our life, including our self-esteem. If we have a stressful and overly demanding position, it can often contribute to low self-esteem. Working in an encouraging and productive environment can have a positive influence on our self-esteem and can help us grow stronger.
Self-esteem is really important to daily life because it brings benefit to us and help us to success in life. These are the things and the qualities of self-esteem and we must use it in a good way. Self-esteem will improve our social skill which can help us to achieve new goals in life. It may accomplish career goals, improve communication skills and explore more ideas to create or invent new things. Example, when we meet new set of people or stranger, we must not scared or nervous. Then we must communicate to them. By getting new friends will be help us to explore knowledge and improve us our social skills. Moreover, social skills must be help us to success and help us to track our progress in life. Secondly, self-esteem also boosts the power of us to face the challenge in life. It may develop and increase our confidence and make us stronger by mentally and physically. Sometimes positive thought will bring us confidence and find ways to overcome the problem we faced. Even though negative thought will distract our mind and make us weak, sad and depressed, these are the places we prove that we are not weak and stronger than their aspect. Thirdly, competence. Competence depends on whatever a person compare themselves well with others. Nowadays, these things start from kids by parents in school. It may bring them to lack of confidence, jealousy and weak. Parents should know how to grow their kid and they must be boost their kids' talent and not competence them in front of public. In a nutshell, everyone must be know the importance of self-esteem and must be improve their negative thought to positive.
How to increase self-esteem? Firstly, take care of your appearance. Feeling confident about appearance is a difficult thing to do. It's not something that you can achieve through sheer willpower. You can say that outward appearance is often a reflection of how you feel on the inside. Have you ever noticed that when you are sick, people will say you don't look well? It means our body are connected to our spirit and mind, and they all reflect each other. For example, take care of your skin and make a goal that you should be to simply look for yourself. In turn, you will be happier with your appearance. The lesson here is not about vanity, it's about treating yourself kindly. As the saying goes, love yourself first and everything will fall in line. You really love to love yourself and get everything done in this world.
To increase your self-esteem is stop comparing you with other people. When you compare yourself to others, you might think they have it all together and believe you should be the same. You might treat life as a competition and base your worth in comparison to what other people go at, their looks, personalities, what they have or what they achieve. You may be too hard on yourself for not being like others and fail to see your own unique qualities. What others do it outside of your uncontrol, and you can't change that. However, you can change the way you view yourself. Learn to stop comparing yourself to others and build your self-esteem. First, know your own strengths and interests. Figure out what you are good at and what you like to do. If you are unsure, take the time to figure it out. Second, stop worrying about what others are doing. You can't control what others are doing. It is empowering and a waste of energy to worry about it. Instead, focus on making your own life the best it can be. Third, embrace your individuality. Your uniqueness is what makes you special, and it's well worth embracing. You have so much value just by being yourself. Think of all the people who had a difference to this world just by being themselves. Your life is your own unique journey, and it doesn't matter what other are doing. Be the best person you can be. Embrace your individuality. So stop comparing yourself to others and give your permission to by yourself to improve your self-esteem.
Identify the positive about yourself will improve the self-esteem. Sometimes we can take a piece of paper and a pen to write it down about us based on the positive in us. It may help us to find out our positive in us and whatever we like, dislike or qualities. Identify the positive about yourself will help us to strike those negative thoughts in your mind. Positive thought always affect us by health and change our mindset from negative thought. Once we identify the positive about ourselves, we can change and boost it in the thinking toward positively. Every time we face the challenge, keep on and say I can do it and bring the positive vibe. Moreover, identify the positive about yourself must be improved self-esteem and give strength to face the challenge. In a nutshell, identify the positive in yourself is really important to improve self-esteem, and it will be help us to be happy and avoid the stress and depression.
How to improve self-esteem number 4. Set aside perfection and adjust your own self-image. Everyone needs to let go of the idea of perfection because nobody is perfect. You are never going to have the perfect body, the perfect family, the perfect job, the perfect life, and neither will anyone else. Perfection is just an artificial notion that is built by society and portrayed by the media that often lead to certain stigmatization and standard in the society. Rather than having the desire for perfection, try to focus on efforts. If you don't try something because you are afraid you won't do it perfectly, then you don't stand a chance in the first place. Then, try to accept that you are a human being and that human beings are fundamentally imperfect and make mistakes. Instead of berating yourself for your errors, view them as opportunities to learn and grow and as things that you can rectify in the future. Forgive yourself and move forward. Even if it is not easy, it is the key to avoid the cycle of self-pity and low self-esteem. Next, adjust your own self-image. Self-esteem is useless if it is based upon an older version of you that no longer exists. When you feel like you used to be good at many things you are no longer good at. For example, you used to think that you were pretty smart until you learned just how little you knew about the world. But truthfully, all of that is okay. You just need to adjust your own beliefs about yourself and your strengths as you go along. Try to evaluate yourself based upon what is going on in your life right now, not some past version of you. Keep adjusting your self-image and self-esteem to match your current abilities and skills, not those of your past.
One of the trickiest aspects of improving self-esteem is that when we feel bad about ourselves, we tend to be more resistant to compliments even though that is when we most need them. So set yourself the goal to tolerate compliments when you receive them, even if they make you uncomfortable. If you doubt the compliments that someone is giving you, try to remember that it's probably because you have different beliefs about yourself, which aren't necessarily true. So, the best way to avoid the reflexive reactions of batting away compliments is by expressing gratitude. Simply saying thank you is the easiest way to get comfortable with accepting compliments over time. It keeps you from any discomfort with the topic and avoids deflecting or disagreeing with compliments. Secondly, note the compliment. If you have deep self-esteem issues, noting praise you receive in a journal may make it easier to remember and may help you reshape your view of yourself to align better with what others see over time. As we all know, getting better at accepting compliments and the resulting improvement in self-esteem may take time, but even making a small effort every day will go a long way toward helping you develop healthier habits. Gradually, you may find it easier to both accept and believe in compliments.